Hello everyone. In our last video lecture, we had seen the half adder. We had seen the half adder, and this half adder can perform the addition of two binary bits. It performs the addition of two binary bits. Okay. Now here we have to see a logical circuit. That logical circuit is we call as a full adder. The full adder is a logical circuit which can perform the addition of three binary bits. It performs the addition of three binary bits, and here suppose these are the three binary bits A, B and C. Okay. Then here this full adder produces the output. That output is again in the form of the sum and the carry. It means a full adder is a logical circuit. The full adder is a logical circuit which can perform the addition of three binary bits. Once again, you have to keep in mind here bits and number having a difference. The number is the combination of multiple bits. Okay, but here we are going to add three separate binary bits. Okay, so the full adder performs the addition of three binary bits and produces the output in the form of sum and the carry. Like we had seen in the half adder, this circuit also performs the addition, but instead of 2-bit addition, it performs the addition of three binary bits. It performs the addition of three binary bits and produces the output in the form of sum and carry. It produces the output in the form of sum and carry. If here we have to give the symbol for it, then that symbol is like this. Here we have to use again this symbol. That symbol is like one block. Okay, so here the block I am going to draw. The block is having the three inputs. These three inputs are A and B, and these C inputs. These three inputs are A, B and C. Okay, so here inside the block we write down full adder. Inside the block we write down it is full adder. Three inputs are there. We can apply either the input at this left hand side, or we can apply input here at the top side, depending on the requirement and depending on the space available in your notebook. There is no condition given that the input must be applied at the upper side or the lower side, or at left hand and at the right hand side. Okay, but whatever the next circuits we have to see, in that next circuit we have to use the full adder. So here we are going to draw a symbol having the inputs applied at the upper side. So here the three inputs I am going to apply, and these three inputs are A, B and C. Here these three inputs, A input, B input and the C input is here. Then it have the two outputs. In some of books you can see this output available at the left hand side as well as at the lower end, but I am going to draw here the outputs at the lower side. At right hand side we use the sum, and here at the left hand side we use the carry. Okay, so this is the symbol or the block symbol we can say we use for the full adder. Okay, so once again we define the full adder, and later on we will see how we can construct the full adder. Okay, so A full adder is a logical circuit. The full adder is a logical circuit which performs the addition of three binary bits, and produces the output in the form of the sum and the carry. The outputs are here the sum and the carry. These two are the outputs. Okay, so this full adder performs the addition of three binary bits. These three binary bits we considered A, B and C. Instead of A, B, C, you can consider it as A2, A1 and A0, or you can use it as D2, D1 and the D0, like that. Okay, but here I am going to consider the three binary bits. These three binary bits are A, B, C. These three binary bits are A, B and C, and the outputs are sum and the carry. In short, we can write down the outputs are sum S and the carry C. Okay, when number of full adders are there, then the outputs can be considered as sum S0, carry C0, or sum S1, carry C1. Okay, so depending on the logic circuit available or where you are going to use this full adder, you can change the output names. Now we have to see how we can construct this full adder. As we have a previous circuit, that previous circuit is the half adder. Now we have to construct the full adder. This full adder is constructed in two ways. First one is it can be constructed by using two numbers of the half adder. It can be constructed by using the two numbers of the half adder and one OR gate. We require to use the two half adders and one OR gate. And the second type is also there. In that second type, we use three number of the two input AND gates. We use three numbers of two input AND gate. Then we use one 3 input XOR gate. We use one 3 input XOR gate, and we require one 3 input OR gate. Okay, means first type is by using two half adder and one OR gate. Second type is by using three AND gates, three 2 input AND gates. One 3 input XOR gate and one 3 input OR gate. Okay, for now in this video lecture we consider only first one, that is by using the two half adders and one OR gate. We are going to see the full adder by using the two half adder. Full adder by using the two half adders. Okay, here we have to draw the two half adders and we have to apply the inputs to this two half adder. Okay, now here if we have to draw its diagram, then that diagram is like this. We have to use the first block, and that first block is the block of the full adder. Here is the first block I am going to draw. That block is the full adder. This one is the first full adder. This full adder having the two inputs. These two inputs are A input and the B input. I am going to write down inside this half adder. This is the first half adder, number 1. Okay, then here the two inputs are there. First input we apply, that input is A, and second input we apply, that input is the B input. Here is the B input. A input and the B input. It have the two outputs. First output is we call as a carry. Its carry equation is given by y equals to A dot B. Carry y equals to A dot B, and here the second output is there. That second output is the sum output. Okay, this is the first half adder. Here is the second half adder. The second half adder having the two inputs. First input is the sum of these two. Here I am going to draw the second input, first input, that is this sum, and the sum of these two is A XOR B. If you not seen this half adders complete detailed video, then I will put it in the cards, or I will give the link of this video in description. You check out this and then watch this full adder video. For the full adder, it is necessary you know all about the half adder. Okay, so here we add the third input, and that third input is the C input. So we have the addition of these three input, A input, B input, and the third input, which is equals to C. Okay, now the first half adder having the two output. First output is the carry, which is given by A dot B, and second output is the sum, which is given by A XOR B. Second half adder is there, and the second half adder having the two inputs. First input is the A XOR B. The sum of first input is A XOR B. It is the sum of the A and B, that is A XOR B, and the second input is the C input. It produces the two outputs again. First output is the carry, and the second output is the sum. Here this sum is the final sum. This sum is the final sum, which is given by y equals to A XOR B, which is given by y equals to A XOR B XOR C. Okay, this is the equation for the sum of the full adder using the two half adders. Okay, now here we require to use one OR gate. We require to use one OR gate, and this OR gate produces the final carry. Here the two carries obtained. First carry of the first half adder, and the second carry is from the second half adder. Okay, so these two carries we add to the OR gate, and here the output of OR gate is the final carry. The output of OR gate is the final carry, and here this final carry equation is the A dot B. The final carry equation I am going to write down here, y equals to A dot B. This A dot B is the carry generated at the first column here, A dot B, and the second carry is A XOR B dot C. A XOR B dot C. So the OR gate output is A dot B plus in bracket A XOR B dot C. This is the equation for the carry of the full adder, and the equation for the sum using the two full adder is A XOR B XOR C. Okay, so this is the block diagram. Once again we draw this block diagram, and then we'll see the logical diagram. So you get this full adder's logical diagram permanently understand. Okay, we are going to draw this full adder using the two half adders, but for now we are going to draw the block diagram. You not need to draw this block diagram in your examination, just this is for your better understanding. Okay, so here first full adder, first half adder we require to use, and this first half adder having the two inputs. Here inside this we write down HA and we give the number 1. Okay, so here the two inputs we apply, and these two inputs are A input and the B input. Here is the input A and the input B. Then the two outputs are here. First output is we call a carry output. That output is the carry output. Y equals to A dot B. Y equals to A dot B. And the second output is here. That second output is the sum output. I am going to write down here. The sum output is Y equals to A XOR B. Y equals to A XOR B. These two are the output of the first half adder. We require to apply the third input also. So for that, here what we do, we just add one more half adder. Here is the one more half adder. That half adder having the two inputs. That half adder having the two inputs. These two inputs are the C input and the A XOR B. A XOR B is the output of the first half adder. This one is the half adder also, but this is the second half adder. Okay, so first half adder and the second half adder, these two you have to use. The first half adder performs the addition of the two binary bits, and the second half adder also performs the addition of two binary bits, but the first half adder having the binary inputs A and B, second half adder having the binary inputs A XOR B, and the second input is the C. Then it produces the two outputs. These two outputs are the carry output and the sum output. Here the carry equation is, I am going to write down at the lower side. The carry equation is Y equals to A XOR B, A XOR B dot C. Okay, then the second output we get, that second output is the sum output, and this sum output is the final sum. This sum output is the final sum of this full adder. Here I am going to write down the sum output equation, and sum is equals to Y equals to A XOR B in bracket XOR C, or directly we can write down A XOR B XOR C. Okay, now we have the two carries. The first carry is A XOR A dot B, and second carry is A XOR B dot C. Here we require only one carry to generate. So for that, here we use the OR gate, because here whenever we do the addition of the numbers, it may be 2 number, or it may be 3 number, or it may be a 4 number, the carry generated is only 1. So one carry we have to generate, and for that here we use one OR gate. So here I am going to draw the OR gate. Okay, this OR gate having the two carries applied. So first carry apply from the first half adder, and it is A dot B. The second carry we applied, that second carry is from the second half adder, and it is A dot A XOR B dot C. Here the output equation we get, that output equation is the final carry equation, which is given by A dot B plus A XOR B dot C. A XOR B dot C. Okay, so I am going to write down once again both the equations, the carry equation and the sum equation. Here the carry equation is the carry equation y equals to A dot B. This is the first carry. Okay, I am going to write down in bracket plus in bracket A XOR B dot C. This is the second carry generated, or we can say the carry generated from the second half adder. Okay, then this sum equation I am going to write down here, y equals to A XOR B. This is the first input to this half adder, and the second input is the C, so XOR C. Okay, we get here A XOR B, we get here A XOR B XOR C. We get here A XOR B XOR C, because in this half adder there is one XOR gate and the sum output is the output of the XOR gate, and here the input to the XOR gate are A XOR B and the second input is the C. So that's why the output becomes y equals to A XOR B XOR C. Okay, so this is the block diagram of the full adder. You not need to draw this diagram, just you have to draw it for the better understanding. Okay, now we are going to draw the logical diagram of the full adder. But one can say, what is the difference between the logical diagram and the diagram which we have drawn earlier? Here is that diagram. In this diagram, we use the block symbols of the half adder. Here we have to draw the logical diagram, and that logical diagram is the diagram by using the actual logic gates. Okay, so here first we draw the half adder, first half adder, that half adder having the two inputs. Which are those inputs? That half adder having the two inputs, that inputs are the A input and the B input. Here this half adder having the two logic gates used. First logic gate we use, that gate is the AND gate, and the second is the XOR gate. The output of this AND gate is the carry, and the output of this XOR gate is the sum. Okay, so here the two inputs we apply. First input is A and second input is the B. The common inputs we apply to the AND gate as well as to the XOR gate. Okay, so here the two inputs are applied. Whenever there is a connection of the two wires, here we have to draw the dot. Okay, or we can make it a bold spot. Now the two outputs we have, this is, we say, first half adder. This one is the first half adder. We have to draw one more half adder here, and that half adder having the again two inputs. One input is the sum generated by using these two, that having the equation A XOR B. Okay, so I am going to draw here the second half adder, that second half adder having the same structure. One AND gate here, one AND gate here, and that AND gate is having the two inputs. These two inputs are A input and the B input. I am going to draw here the AND gate, that AND gate having the same inputs, A input and the B input. But instead of applying the A input and B input, I am going to apply here the input is A XOR B, output of the first half adder. Okay, then here this C input. Here one more XOR gate we require, and that XOR gate is having the two inputs again, the same inputs we apply. Okay, so here I am going to connect the A XOR B as input to the second XOR gate, and the second input for this XOR gate is the C input. So here I am going to apply the C input. Now the output of this XOR gate is the final sum output, and that final sum output is Y equals to A XOR B XOR C. A XOR B XOR C, or you can write down it in the bracket A XOR B XOR C. Okay, now we have the carry of the second half adder, and that carry equation is A XOR B dot C, because the input to this AND gate are A XOR B and the second input is the C. Okay, so here the output equation of this carry is A dot B, A XOR B dot C. The carry equation for this is A dot B, the first carry. Okay, now we have the two carries. We required only one carry, so for that here we are using the OR gate, and this OR gate having the two inputs. These two inputs are A dot B. These two inputs are A dot B and A XOR B dot C. This is the final carry, and this final carry equation is Y equals to A dot B in bracket, then plus A XOR B dot C, A XOR B dot C. This is the final carry equation. Okay, so this is the logical diagram. Once again, I am going to write down here the equations, the carry equation and the sum equation. The carry equation is Y equals to A dot B, the carry generated by using the first half adder A dot B, and the carry generated by using the second half adder, that is A XOR B, A XOR B dot C. This is the equation for the final carry. The equation for the final sum, Y equals to A XOR B, first input, in bracket we can write down XOR C. Okay, so this is a logical diagram of the full adder using the two half adders and one OR gate. Now we will apply the inputs. We will apply the input. Two input combinations we apply, and remaining output combinations we provide in the truth table. Okay, so for an example, suppose we apply the input. That input is A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 1. We applied the input A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 1. We apply the two inputs A and B to the first half adder, and the carry generated from the first half adder we apply to the OR gate to obtain a final carry, as we have the two carries obtained. The sum of the first two binary bits performed by using the first half adder is applied as an input to the second half adder, and the second input to the second half adder is the C input. Okay, now the input combination we applied, that input combination is A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 1. Okay, now the carry generated here for the first half adder is equals to 0, because input to the AND gate, one input to the AND gate is equals to 0. The sum generated is equals to 1. Why? Because here the different inputs are applied to the XOR gate. Okay, so this one is applied as input to the AND gate, as well as the C input is applied and C is also equals to 1. Okay, now here the output of this AND gate means carry output of the second AND gate. The carry output of the second half adder is A XOR B dot C, and here A XOR B equals to 1 and C is also equals to 1. So therefore the carry generated is equals to 1. Okay, what about the sum? This A XOR B is equals to 1 and the C is also equals to 1. The input for the lower half adders XOR gate are 1 1. It produces the low output, means we get here the sum is equals to 0. We get here the sum is equals to 0 and carry is equals to 1. Okay, here if we do the mental addition, then again we get the same results. The carry is equals to 1 and sum is equals to 0. Okay, the second combination we apply, that second combination is A equals to 1, B is equals to 1 and C is also equals to 1. All inputs are high. Now the inputs to the first half adder are 1 1. The carry is equals to 1. The sum is equals to 0. Then the third input is the C, which is applied to the second half adder, and along with the C input, the A XOR B, which is equals to 0, is applied to the second half adder. So the input for the second half adder are 0 and the 1. The carry generated, that carry is equals to 0 because one input of the AND gate is equals to 0. Okay, the first carry generated is equals to 1. Input to the XOR gate, this lower XOR gate are the sum is equals to 0 and the carry C input is equals to 1. Different inputs are there, so therefore the final sum is equals to 1 and the final carry is also equals to 1. If we do the mental addition of these three binary bits, 1 plus 1 plus 1, then we get it is equals to 1 1, means sum is equals to 1 and the carry is also equals to 1. Now we have to draw a truth table, and in a truth table what we use, we again apply the inputs. Okay, so here in truth table, which inputs we apply? We apply the three input combinations. Which are those three input combinations? We apply the three input combinations. These three input combinations are A input, then B input and C input. Two outputs are there. One output is the carry output and second output is the sum output. Instead of writing this carry and sum, you can write down the logical equations for the carry and the sum. If you have to write down the logical equations, then here the logical equations are like this. The carry equation is A dot B plus A XOR B dot C. This is the carry equation. Then what is the sum equation? The sum equation is here. The sum equation is y equals to A XOR B XOR C, or you can directly write down A XOR B XOR C. Okay, so here we apply the inputs and these inputs are A, B, C. Okay, so I am writing here the inputs: A input, B input and the C input. Okay, as we have the three inputs, number of combinations are the 8 number of combinations. When A is 0, B is 0, C is 0. At that time, the carry is 0 and the sum is also equals to 0. When A is 0, B is 0, C is 1. At that time, we get C. Here we have the input. You can apply it in the equation and find out the carry, or you can use the logic diagram and find out the carry, or instead of this you can directly write down the sum and the carry. You know very well what is the sum and what is the carry. Okay, so here the carry obtained is equals to 0 and sum is equals to 1. When the inputs are A 0, B is 1 and C is equals to 0. Again we get the carry equals to 0 and sum is equals to 1. When the input A is 0, B is equals to 1 and C is equals to 1. At that time you get the carry equals to 1 and sum is equals to 0. When next combination is A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 0. Here we get the carry equals to 0 and sum is equals to 1. When A is 1, B is 0 and C is equals to 1, you get here the carry is equals to 1 and the sum is equals to 0. Okay. Then next combination we can see A is 1, then B is equals to 1 and C is equals to 0. At that time again you get the carry equals to 1 and sum is equals to 0. When A is equals to 1, B is equals to 1 and C is equals to 1, here we get the carry equals to 1 as well as the sum is also equals to 1. Okay, this is the truth table of the full adder using the 2-half adder. This is the common table for both type of the logic circuits. Now we will see the writing sequence of this full adder in the examination. First of all, we have to write down the meaning of the full adder. What is the full adder? So a full adder is a logical circuit. Full adder is a logical circuit can perform the addition of 3 binary bits and produces the output in the form of sum and the carry. Okay, this is a meaning of the full adder. Then next what we have to do? We have to write down the constructional details. The constructional details depends on the question asked. If they ask, draw a logical diagram of the full adder using 2-half adders and explain it, then you can write down here by using the 2-half adders. Okay, that you can write down like this. The inputs are applied to the 2-half adders. 3 inputs are there, and from that the first 2 inputs are applied to the first half adder. The first half adder produces the carry output and the sum output. The sum output is applied as an input to the second half adder along with the C input, and the carry output is applied to the OR gate to obtain a final output. OR gate to obtain a final output, and here the final output is the carry output. Then we apply the sum output to the second half adder, and the second half adder produces the 2 outputs. One output is the sum output and the second output is the carry output. The carry output is applied to the OR gate to generate the final carry, and here the OR gate produces a final carry output. The OR gate having the 2 input. First one is the carry generated from the first half adder and second one is the carry generated from the second half adder. Okay, so here its final equation, carry equation is y equals to a dot b plus in bracket a XOR b dot c. Okay, the sum of the first two binary bits obtained from the first full adder is applied to the second half adder. The sum obtained from the first half adder A XOR B is applied to the second half adder along with the input C. It produces the output. That output is the sum output and the carry output. Okay, so we get this sum. That sum equation is y equals to A XOR B XOR C, or we can write down it as A XOR B XOR C. Okay, A XOR B XOR C. Then after this constructional details, you have to draw a logical diagram symbol of the full adder, and then you have to explain the two conditions from the table. Two conditions you have to explain, and these two conditions must be one having a carry equals to 0 and one having the carry is equals to 1. In my opinion, you have to explain this one condition, a equals to 1, b equals to 0, c equals to 1, or here you can explain this one condition, a is equals to 1, b equals to 0 and c is equals to 1. Here you get the carry equals to 1 and sum is equals to 0. Then the second condition you can explain that having both carry equals to 1 and sum is equals to 1. Okay, so this is all about the full adder using the two half adders. Next time we will see the second type of the full adder by using 3 number of AND gates, 1 3 input XOR gate and 1 3 input OR gate. Okay.